So what are we talking about? We're talking about From Up on Poppy Hill. Ghibli. What, this one's not magical? I at least am. Yeah. Magic. We're talking about From Up on Poppy Hill, the new Studio Ghibli that came out this year. I know another one just hit theaters in Japan, but we're not talking about that one because we don't have that one yet. We're talking about From Up on Poppy Hill, which was originally a manga called Yokohama. It happens to take place in Yokohama. Anyway, so it's 1963. Japan's getting ready for the 64 Olympics, and we're watching the tumultuous teenage years of this little girl who lost her dad in the Korean War. The Japanese culture's doing the little, revamp, out with the old traditions, in with the new traditions. You can see a lot of melding of old Japanese customs, pre-war customs, with the new Western influences. You can really see the mashup, and it's very interesting to watch. This is not a magical show at all. There's no talking cats. There's no girls with flying brooms for delivery. There's no cat buses. There's no robots. There's nothing. It's just Japan in 1963. Get over it. You know what is magical? Ron Howard's the Philosophy Club president. You're following around Umi, and Umi is a second-year student in high school. It's kind of just following her around in her day-to-day life, and then she meets Shun, and she kind of likes Shun. And now it's kind of teen love, post-war, 80s revamp drama? No, seriously, they totally have like a fix-up 80s montage. They totally do. But it works, because it's Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is very well observed. All the motions are so correct and so real. All right, when they're just sitting there eating, they're just sitting there eating. That shouldn't be interesting to watch, but it is, because they did it so well. All the characters are interacting with one another, but they're all doing different things. Watch the first 5 minutes. Not only do you get complex character development, but you also get complex physical animation that is just a marvel to look at. And we haven't even gotten into what the story's actually about. 5 minutes in, complex shit is happening. I love Studio Ghibli. So within the first 5 minutes, you meet Umi, and Umi wakes up, cooks breakfast for their boarders because it's a boarding house, does the laundry, and then has to go to school. And Umi is busy and very good at what she's doing. She's running this place all by herself. She's in 11th grade. Shit! And then you meet Shun. How do you meet Shun? He kind of jumps off a building to prove a point. Not in a suicidal way. In like a, hey, look at me, I'm kind of an idiot. Kind of. Shun's alright. And turns out the boys in the Latin Quarter want to save the Latin Quarter because it kind of looks like a piece of shit, but it's been there for ages. It's this old clubhouse, and it houses all of these different clubs, and all the club members don't have anywhere else to go, so they want to save the building. That means 80s restoration montage, and it happens. But it's okay, because it's a Ghibli montage, and Ghibli montages are like at least 50 times better than any 80s montage. I'm sorry, the 80s. So your two main characters, Umi and Shun, are totally, I don't mean this in a bad way, are totally like C-list voice actors. I'm not talking shit. I'm talking, they got Ron Howard and Jamie Lee Curtis and Gillian Anderson, okay? I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, compared to these names, I'm very, very impressed with the two leads because they poured their soul into these characters. Sarah Bolger as Umi and Anton Yelchin as Shun. They did a great job. And you really like Ron Howard's character, the Philosophy Club president. Yeah, you like him. He's kind of goofy. He's got a very distinct face. I didn't look at the voice actors before I watched the movie. I had the sneaking suspicion that I recognized that guy's voice from somewhere. And I couldn't place it. And then the credits rolled and it was like Ron Howard. And I was like, Ron Howard! The music was very good. The music was fantastic. Okay? Because it's Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is exactly what Disney used to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago even, okay? Disney is not Disney anymore. If you want Disney quality, you're looking at Studio Ghibli because Disney is all about the Pixar, and it feels the same, but it's all CG. This is classic animation. You want classic Disney animation, you go to Studio Ghibli, because that's all there is now. Sorry, Disney. You kind of scooted yourself out of your own genre. You got nobody to blame but yourself, mouse. Totoro did it better. I felt, even though this was not magical at all, it's mostly just like a teen drama. That's pretty much all it is. It's a teen drama. No magic, no magical resolution, no talking cats. Teen drama. Shipyards, bicycles, school, fish, getting ready for the Olympics. It's real. Even though it's not magical, it is very, very interesting. I would say the most magical part of watching this is all the backgrounds, because the backgrounds are amazing. Amazing backgrounds. It's like a combination of watercolor and old school cell animation, really. And so this is the real magic. It's just the show itself. It's cool. I thought it was very enjoyable. My official rating and my unofficial rating system, own-worthy. Absolutely. You could own this. Get it. Check it out. Watch it. Be amazed and then go, oh my god, did I really just watch that teen romance? That was really, really good. Looking at you, Twilight. Because you're not. This is AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusions, suggestions, put them below and I will get back to you. See you next time. From Up on Poppy Hill is so good, I could sum up the plot in like 4 sentences. It'd take me an hour to tell you how amazing it was to watch. The plot, whatever, it's the plot. It's a standard teen romance plot with a twist. The twist is you find out this is almost Cruel Intentions. Alright, not Cruel Intentions. This is almost Game of Thrones. So I could sum up the plot for you in 4 sentences. Girl meets boy. Girl likes boy. Girl may be boy's sister. Girl isn't. Love saves everything. Studio Ghibli. It's okay. Love saves everything. So that's pretty much the plot, okay? That's pretty much it right there. But watching it, oh my god, you just have to watch it to understand how good it is. And this one wasn't even done by Miyazaki himself. This was directed by his son. Miyazaki wrote it, was like head writer on the script, but this was his son. And frankly, I couldn't really tell a difference. And since he's put out news of his retirement in the upcoming, year, I feel very good about the handoff, because I'm assuming that's what's happening here. Aside from the non-magical script, the show itself is magical, so you don't need magic in the show. And it's true, it's seen through the idealistic Studio Ghibli lens. It's totally kind of happy Japanned up. Forgive my phrasing, it's happy Japanned up. I'm sure not everything was as peaceful as they showed it, but Studio Ghibli. You think everything was Leave It to Beaver in the 1950s? No. You know why Leave It to Beaver was like that? Because he was on fucking TV. That's why, alright? Shit was real in the 50s. So it turns out Shun and Umi are not related. So it's cool. This was almost Luke and Leia, because they almost did it. And then, Luke found out, oh my god, you might be my sister. No, I can't. I'm gonna go save Han and go visit Dagobah again. It's not Jamie and Cersei. Thank God. No more of that. He got his hand cut off now. She's disgusted with him. Thank God.